talk
That
about
is an incredible secret.
it. It is. Sorry.
You should post
And it comes
that.
out occasionally.
Okay, when can I witness it?
No, it has to be.
Ah.
Oh, shit.
Cook it up, make it boil, let it soak. Is it hot? Is it cold? What degree? Spill the tea.
Dad, I'm filming my podcast. Welcome back to Tea with V, everybody, where we sip tea, spill it, and serve boss energy. One Lux listing and one love story at a time. Today's episode is extra special because I am joined by not one, but two real estate powerhouses who prove that love and business can mix, and fabulously, I might add. Mark and Enrique are not only the chicest couple in real estate, they're also seasoned professionals with almost two decades of love, laughter, luxury listings under their belt as they are kings of Jersey City and Hudson County. Married for almost 20 years. They're celebrating 16 years today. This year.
Yeah.
This year.
And still flirting like it's date one, right?
Got it.
They built a real estate empire together with trust, taste, and a touch of glam. Their team, Trompeter Real Estate, has joined Sirhan in the last year, 2 years. And let's just say this isn't their first multi-million-dollar deal.
Nope. Not at all.
So let's get into it.
Yay. We're here.
Thank you for coming.
Yay. We
Oh, we have audience.
We do.
Live audience.
We have a live audience. It's very extensive for those who can't see behind
But
the
we were
camera.
honored that you asked us
Thank
to be
you.
one of your
Yes,
first
very
guests.
happy.
You would
Seriously.
to be here.
We're
Only
very
want
excited.
to be one of my
Yeah.
first guests.
Thank you.
Yes.
So,
From the moment I met you both, it was like an instant, I love you guys.
connection.
Exactly.
Seriously. And we know a lot of people, and a lot of people come in our lives and
Right.
leave. But I just felt cherished by you. And when you asked us to go to your wedding, I'm like, holy cow. It's like we love Venice.
Right.
We've been there 5 times. It's our favorite city in
Which
the world.
made it even more like you have to come.
It was New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And for us to cherish and see you marry the love of your
Love
life
you.
and be with your family, that
Yeah.
is amazing.
Thank you.
And Michael's family from Long
Yeah.
Island, because it's just this groove.
Right?
Yeah.
It was
And
beautiful.
yeah.
It was beautiful.
Thank you.
Even though we all got sick, but that's
Right.
a different story.
It was we all were really bad with the flu, COVID, whatever
yeah.
after, but it was worth it.
It was the flu.
But
No COVID.
It is true that it put things in a different perspective, right? We met at 6 Columbia Avenue.
Yep.
So that's when I met your dad
Exactly.
and the
we had
team.
we had a big party.
And,
And you're the reason we met Sirhan too,
Right.
when we came there.
yeah.
So it was nice to meet the family, but then meeting every
Right.
member
Yeah.
of your family,
Right.
everyone of
Every
your friends.
aunt.
I mean, my mom's obsessed with you guys. Like that was before the wedding. We all
Right.
clicked. But you guys coming and saying yes was like
Right.
really.
And then we
really
met all your
special.
good friends too.
Yeah.
I was gonna
mean,
say, and now you're friends with like
All of them.
What all?
Everyone.
Malvina's. I forgot my girlfriend before yours because you guys
She's
are in
ours.
love.
And we love Alan and Tom, and
Exactly.
you love your cousin Michael, and
Yeah.
so,
Oh man, Michael loves
Yeah.
you. guys.
Malvina and
I mean-
we have a special relationship.
You do.
Yeah.
You're like in a marriage other than Brian.
Exactly.
Her gay
She's
husband.
my word wife.
Exactly.
Yes.
Events wife.
It's funny because there was another wedding I went to, and it was like a trip like that. And everybody became really close and made friendships out of the wedding. And I know that Michael and I wanted to create that. We wanted that to happen. And it was way more than we even thought would happen. Like people left having their own dinners after relationships,
Correct.
going away together.
Yep. But
Yeah.
like,
it creates a new bond, right?
Yeah.
It creates a bond beyond. It's like a whole. We become part of the family. I feel.
Exactly.
it wasn't just a destination wedding. You
Yeah.
had events every day
Yeah.
for people to
Mingle
Like
Right.
we had to wait people.
Right.
But everyone mostly was on time. We
I
didn't
know,
have to.
yeah.
There was no vagabonds.
Right.
So
Which
that's
was
good.
surprising.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
it
everyone
worked
was
out.
like in such good spirits and excited.
Yeah.
I mean, New Year's Eve in Venice. How could you not
Oh my
be?
God.
God.
I mean, and then we run into each other drunk in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and you get lost in the
And then we
streets.
ran into Malvina and her husband
Brian.
Thursday night.
On the 2nd
Oh.
of January.
We have a favorite restaurant in Venice.
Which one? I do too.
Oh my God, I forgot about
Da
that.
We keep
Evo.
forgetting it, and it takes us like an hour and a half.
Da
because you have-
Forni.
No. No. It's on the other side.
Okay.
It's by the train station, but on the other side.
Okay.
And it's like it's in a court, and it's
I know what you're talking about.
and you won't even
With
know
the
it's there.
Guggenheim Museum on that
Yes.
side of the island.
Yeah.
Right, you go over. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
it's
go-
like, oh my God, we went there for Christmas dinner, and I
The husband and wife,
who?
the owners.
The owners. I don't remember.
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
Wait, so, and I went with my family, and we were like, wait, this looks like a scene out of Beauty and the Beast.
Correct.
That's it, right?
And it's weird because when we get there, Venice is a lot of tourists.
Right.
I mean, it's just
No, it's like locals
if
there.
you kid
In
It's
that
locals.
part.
just
In that part.
chill
Yeah.
and wait to the night, it's the magical place in the world.
It really
So
is.
Enrique speaks Italian.
Very,
So we
very
trick
romantic.
everybody when we
Very
sit
romantic.
down. He starts talking Italian.
Right.
Anywhere in Italy, they think we're Americans traveling.
Right.
But when Enrique starts speaking Italian,
And then
I
you're
just
like,
sit there
huh.
looking. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They treat us like we're family
Right, like
everywhere.
gold.
So
It really is special, like, for those who have the way we've done Venice.
Right.
Like, you feel like it is your own little city. Like, I
Correct.
remember even that night, Blaine, Melissa, like me and my girlfriends were just kind of like running around the streets, singing, happy.
We ran
Oh,
into
yeah, that's
you,
what we
remember?
ran into you, yeah.
We're going to the same
Yes,
Regis. Come
yes,
with us. And we were
yes.
looking for something to eat. We didn't even know. And then we took
Exactly.
all your friends and we found another restaurant because you went
Exactly.
off somewhere else. I
Yeah,
don't
we
even
went
know.
to like a.
Oh, you were, yeah. It was, yeah. Yeah.
So should we go back this New Year?
Oh,
Oh my God, we should go every year.
Okay, wait, let me
should
get
go
into the
every year.
questions. We're like
Okay,
dreaming
sorry.
about
We could go
Venice.
for hours.
I really could. Okay, let's get into it. Let's rewind.
Okay.
I want to go back. How did your personal relationship evolve into real estate? But did it start with the listing? Did it start with a flirt? Like, where did Mark and Enrique begin?
So it started in what year? Okay, so
So it's 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
So
I was not happy with my HR job, and I said like, no, this company it's crazy, and they're gonna drive me crazy, and I'm not willing to do this. And the market for my position is pretty good, so I can find another job pretty quickly. And Mark was swamped. He had a lot. He's the number of listings that he was getting. It was getting more and more and more.
Right.
And the poor man had no structure he was becoming.
I'm not
powerhouse.
organized.
And
You're either one or two ways in real estate, I say, and you need both.
yes.
So it
He
works.
he
is-
needed the
Yeah.
organization
Right.
behind him
Right.
to keep growing, and because I was coming from HR, we put a lot of structure on different departments and help directors to manage their teams and things like that.
That's amazing having that background.
I was used to doing that, but I said, well, I want to help him with something that I know he can do by himself later. I mean, first we're going to need to hire an assistant
Right.
and train the assistant, and so that person can help him. But I think I'm going to need to keep an eye on that assistant because I don't think Mark will be able to do it.
I've been through 3.
But
But they're all successful real
That's
estate
pretty
agents.
good, though.
But
There's
they're
only
all of them are very successful real estate
That's
agents.
amazing. So they trained under
They
you.
call me the incubator
There
for
you
real
go.
estate. Everyone that works under
Went
us
on to-
does very well.
That's
and they all
amazing.
appreciate it.
And that's
so,
how you know you did well.
Right.
yeah, and so the first thing I did was to take marketing. He had no marketing
Mm-hmm.
going on, no structure, nothing. But he was doing very well. I
Right.
said, that's pretty good.
Because you meet Mark and you're drawn to
Mm.
him, and he could sell anything to anyone, and you just fall in love with him. But you need
I
infrastructure,
said, as soon as I do marketing, he's gonna get more listings, and then
Yeah.
he's gonna be even more
right?
Yeah.
struggling with
He
the amount
asked
of
me,
work.
are you ready to get bigger? And I'm like, oh God. You
That
know?
give you chills.
But I said, let's go for it.
He said yes.
Why should
Yeah.
I? That's why we joined Sirhan. We don't want to sit back on the
Right.
stands. We want to be on the court.
Well, I remember it was after the Columbus thing. We had gone to film, and we had one conversation with Michelle,
Right.
and we haven't even met yet. It was coming up, and I asked you, and I said,
Yep.
"So why Sirhan, and do you love it?" And you said, I thought I was going to be slowing down, and we made the move, and I have like a newfound love of real estate
Correct.
again.
Yes.
Which was kind of like what my dad went through. He thought he was going to slow down, and then I came home.
Right.
And then, we joined Sturgeon and just kept getting crazier every year.
Right.
And he's like the happiest he's
Yeah.
ever been in it.
Like if I'm not doing anything,
Right.
I go nuts.
Exactly.
I
You
have
would be
to be
able
doing
retire.
something.
Are you kidding me?
I can't.
No.
No way.
No. Like I will just, if no one's in the office, I will just sit there because we have a sign with Ryan's face on outside.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of walk-in traffic
Okay,
where we
nice.
are.
That's a good
People
idea.
come in.
Yeah.
I mean, they ask questions,
Right.
but you never know where that next deal is.
I
and
know.
things like that. So
Yeah, so we I don't know. We love doing things. We love working. We love real estate. Like we really love real estate.
Right. So
We
you
love
came
working
over
with
12
clients.
years ago.
Yes, and so little by little, I took the marketing out of his hands. Then I took all the admin work out of his hands, and then I started
took
saying
everything out of my
well,
hands.
If we increase the production,
Everything.
and then if we increase the production by 50%, my salary can come out of this.
Wow.
There you go.
There
So
we
See,
go.
there was the trigger. He came back. He goes,
Smart.
We just came. He wakes up and he's going to work and he goes, "Can I quit my job today?" And I knew he was miserable. He was working till 2:00 in
Right.
the morning. I would pick him up.
Right.
And I'm like, sure. Of course, the company loved him that much because everyone loves Enrique.
Right.
Okay, everyone loves me.
Yeah.
But they love
Yeah.
him. And they said, you can't leave. Can you wait a couple months to this program, whatever.
Wow.
So I thought he was actually going to be temporarily.
Right.
Because I think his worth is so great that they would keep him, give him more money, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And they tried, but he said no.
No, I
So
quit.
you couldn't
You
do
quit.
They
it.
asked me to stay for 6 more months. I go like, I know what you want me to
So-
stay.
Right.
Because you want me to do the year end, which is terrible.
Right.
And I stayed for year end, and at the end they just did something very stupid. I said, "Listen, guys, I'm trying to help you, but you are crazy. I'm leaving. Here are the keys. I'm getting
I'm out.
So
Yeah, no.
Listen,
no.
if your intuition and gut is telling you something's not for you anymore, and
Yeah.
so I
you
knew
have
the
to-
moment of
100%.
no return.
right,
We're doing an open house. He had his license already.
Yeah.
And Amazon has their Northeast headquarters in Jersey City.
Right.
And he met the person at HR. So I said, "Oh, are you going to send him your resume?" And he pulled over the car. He goes, "What? You don't want me working with you?" And I'm like, I was done. Never brought it up again. Never said anything. All that.
And you just-
The problem was that I was looking actually for an HR global position, and that requires 60% traveling of your
right,
time.
right,
And I said to Mark, "Listen, Mark, I already work in New York City so much that I don't see you anymore. If
Yeah.
I start
yeah,
Right.
traveling, I'm never gonna see you again, and we're gonna grow apart, and
Right.
I'll see you later."
Yeah.
So is that what
The
we
rest
want?
is
I don't
history.
think so.
and now you get to be together every day.
Yeah.
Yes,
But it's very weird. We don't fight at work, ever.
just at home.
At home.
That's
Not home, but we have
that's amazing.
disagreements.
I'm going to ask some questions about
Okay,
that.
but we
that's
literally,
amazing.
there's never been a meltdown. There's never been slamming of the door.
Right.
Never. I mean, we
And
have.
that's hard, you know.
It is because we have agents in front of us
Yeah.
and the public, but it's never ever affected. I said to him when we started, if it affects our relationship,
Right.
Yeah.
one of us is
We're
leaving.
calling quits. Yeah.
Because I'm not going to sacrifice. I've
Right.
been
Yeah.
in other relationships. This is the man of my dreams.
Right.
I'm not going to lose anything
Yeah.
for that reason.
Yeah.
So we
So-
made a pact.
Yeah.
But you did, it worked.
It's working
I
so
said,
far.
yeah, we actually said, I actually told him, I said, as soon as it doesn't work, I can always go back to HR.
Right.
So I'm not going to sacrifice our relationship for the job, right? I
Right.
can't go back to HR. You stay in real estate because you've been doing this for 25 years, 30 years. I am the one that is, joining the industry, but I can always go back to HR.
Exactly.
So I said, if it gets too bad, then I'll
Then-
be.
And you haven't had to have that conversation.
Nope.
No,
Not once.
That's
no,
incredible.
No,
That's
just
hard.
about the clothes in the bedroom, but that's all.
That's it.
Which is another story.
And that's what we have Blaine for. No, I'm
You're
joking.
hiring Blaine. Okay, let's hear below how you met romantically.
We tell a funny story.
Are they different stories?
No,
Okay.
they're the same story. We joke around because everyone wants to know where you met. Did you meet online? So we tell people we joke around we meet on Christian Mingo. Enrique brought that up, and I think it's very funny. But we actually met
Did you?
at the Gay and Lesbian Community Center in the village.
Okay.
They
At
have
a
these
bear party.
At bear. You know what a bear is, right?
Yes,
bear
I
is
do.
like men who like hairy men. Now I'm pretty hairy, but I don't like hairy men at all.
Right.
That's not my type. at all.
But you went to the bear party?
Because it's like 10 of my friends are bears. I have a
Okay.
lot of friends who
But did
have
you
facial
go
hair.
as a bear or just
No.
supporting bears?
Supporting bears. and
bear
they're admirers.
He went
Got
as
it.
a bear supporter.
So it was also a benefit, it's whatever. So I went with my friends, and they're, a lot of big guys, a lot of skinny guys, a lot of otters. There's, you know what an otter is,
Pandas.
right?
No, I haven't.
You know
heard-
what is a panda?
You know what a panda is?
No, tell me. Oh,
Okay.
wait.
It's an Asian bear.
Bear.
Oh, my
An
gosh.
otter is a young bear.
I did not know that.
Rice and beans is someone who's attracted to Latino. You
I
know-
didn't know this lingo.
Like in our
I thought I knew a lot.
in our community, there
My
are
people.
certain bars. I shouldn't say. Sorry. Now it's bars are going out of business because everyone loves everyone.
Right.
But I guess back in the day, there were certain bars that attracted certain people.
Right.
Like if you like African American men, there's a couple of bars
Right.
in the city or New Jersey. There's an Asian bar, like the Web. It's not there anymore.
Wow.
A lot of these bars are going out
Oh
of
man,
business
I wish
because
I
the
was
lounges.
with you guys going
But we used to
out.
have these dances, also
go.
sponsored. They still have them underground.
Right.
But now everything's moving out to Bushwick, and it's pretty far. You know,
Right.
everything is
The
moving out of the
last
city.
few years that I did Pride, it was in Bushwick.
Right. Which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Our old social media
But it's
coordinator
like
lives in Bushwick.
in your.
It's a trip.
But I
and-
grew
but
up over there.
I like if I did that now, the way I partied for Pride in my
Right.
20s, like I would pass away. Like
Correct.
Oh yeah.
I would die.
So it was, he came and everyone's dressed in mostly black.
Wait, are we back to the night you met?
Yes.
Okay.
So now we
Yes.
met.
Okay.
It's funny.
So why were you there?
Wait. So
Ask what he was wearing.
no. Wait. So it gets really funny because
Everyone's,
it was my first party that I went to with bears. I didn't know. So everybody is jeans
Okay.
and no shirt.
no shirt.
Okay.
Jeans and no shirt, right? That was
Got it.
because you want to
This is-
show your hair.
Got it. Okay.
And so
Yeah.
I had
And this guy walks in.
I had a corporate event.
you did not go in with a suit.
no.
I
Not
was
at
coming
all.
with a full suit. But my friend was like, I called my friend and I said, like, I don't think I'm gonna make it because I'm in a full suit. I'm at LaGuardia Airport. It's 9 p.m. and we were supposed to meet at 9. It's like my friend is like, "You're coming. You told me you were coming. You're coming. I don't
Yeah.
care. Come with your suit."
Right.
I said, "I want to look like a crazy man."
And
So I show up to a bear party in a full suit.
Did you take your shirt
So,
off?
but it was my first party, so I
Yeah.
didn't know what to do. So I just
he was
removed my
odd
shirt,
man out.
and then I left this one.
Okay.
Right? And then I have this shirt over here. And I was
Okay.
dancing.
Right.
And so everybody was looking at me like, what's
Cool.
wrong
Yeah.
with this guy?
You have too many clothes on.
But
I had too many clothes.
but men take their shirts off
Right.
and they put it in their back.
Okay.
Could be one side or the other side, but that's a different story.
Okay. That means something.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What
But
just happened?
I'll tell you later. I think the audience is
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
after we
PG-13.
sip some tea.
under
Yeah.
17. Yeah, so
It's PG-13.
Exactly.
I just
we
he
could
was
get a little.
He was definitely the odd man out, and I was just intrigued.
So you're
And
like, I
was
have to
also
go-
on the hunt also.
Okay.
So it's a
Okay.
different
You were
story.
ready to
Yeah, mingle.
date or ready to have a fun night.
Fun night.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, stop!
You told me
You know
something
that?
different.
No. So I finally got his attention, and this event was closing up, and we finally got the attention, and I thought I was going to get lucky that night,
What
but
did you first say to him?
oh, you don't want to know.
The first thing
you
he
do
told
not
me-
want to know.
So the music is really loud. It's boom, 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 boom.
You do not wanna know.
He comes close to me and he goes like, "What the hell are you doing?" I go like, "What?" It's like, "What is up with your
Yeah.
shirt?" I go like,
I was like, yeah,
What do you
like
mean?
You're like, you wanted to
you
help
know,
him.
because I didn't want my shirt to get wrinkled.
I love
Because
that
I'm a gay
about
man.
you. I love that about you.
He's just like,
take
he's
your
like-
shirt off.
Like, this is my
and then
nice
he
shirt.
goes like, I go like, "What?" It's like, and so I said, "What?" And he grabs the shirt and puts it
Puts
on
it
the
in
back
there.
of my pants, and I go like, "My shirt is gonna get wrinkled."
Yeah.
That's
So,
incredible.
That was the first
I-
thing he told me.
What bar was this? Is it still there?
No,
No,
it's
it's at the Gay and Lesbian Center.
It's on
Oh, the
13th Street.
center, right, okay,
It's
sorry.
actually,
Center.
I'm going to put a plug out there.
Yeah.
It's the most amazing place in the world if
Yeah.
you're young. transgender, gay, bi, everything. They
Amazing.
have a lot of medical services. If you're a senior, they have a
Right.
SAGE, which is for older gays and lesbians. It's all donations. They are getting funds from the government, but a lot of it's being
And
cut.
you guys have a lot of charities here.
We do,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And it's a great organization. It used to be an old maritime high school.
Amazing.
And the city, 35 years ago, donated it to
Wow.
the community,
That's
basically.
incredible.
And it's right across, it's right in the village. It's on 7th Avenue and 13th Street where the hospital,
Yeah.
where St. Vincent's was.
By Jane Street.
Yeah, it's right. St. Vincent's is right there.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
during AIDS crisis and everything, the center was a great
Incredible.
place. That's where ACT UP started, the gay men's health
Right.
crisis. So, but unfortunately, a lot of young gays and lesbians, transgender and bi, don't know about it and the
Yeah.
importance of this
importance,
community
yeah,
center.
yeah, yeah.
So we
And you guys do a lot of work with
We
them.
we have a special place. That,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know the artist Keith Herron.
Yeah.
He before he died, he did a whole mural in
Oh,
the bathroom on
wow.
the second floor. You could go; it's free. If you ever have to go, just check it in. They have a lot of great
That's
services.
amazing.
Yeah. So
Yes, shout out to them.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to come to your next event.
Okay.
There.
Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. But
Yeah.
we couldn't come to one of your other events. They were having.
I remember, or actually, you came to one and then ran to that.
We
too.
did. It was called the Red Ball,
Yes.
which is back in the heyday, the African and Latino. I don't know if you ever saw the show Pose on Fox.
Yes.
It's the ballroom
Okay.
dances, and they had an
amazing.
event.
The bog.
How was
Balling.
that?
It was just amazing.
Oh my God,
Wow.
that was
And the
amazing.
dancing and the music and
Oh, I love
the
that.
kids.
They had it was in a church
in Harlem.
in Harlem, and they have a red carpet, and these kids are dressed
Oh my
To the T.
God,
Oh
to the
my
T.
They put
Gosh.
women to
Different
shame.
outfits. They dance like crazy, and it's just like in real life. They
Right.
they
Wow.
have like
yeah.
Right.
And they raise money for this particular.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, for the
That's
community
beautiful.
center.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
It's on May
coming to the
1st,
next
8
one.
day.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
AIDS day.
Beautiful.
We could get you drag queens here too if you need. So.
Okay. Wait, we.
Oh no! Don't
Lost.
go there.
So you guys met.
Yes.
We won't.
I asked him. He wouldn't go home with me.
Okay.
I walked him to the train. I was
Okay.
a polite gentleman.
Yes.
And then he goes, It was Mother's Day
The next day.
the next
Oh, so
day.
your anniversary is coming up.
Correct. And he was going to his friends up in the Bronx. He goes, but I have some time. Would you like to meet? So official date was on the Christopher Street Pier on the grass
Oh,
on Mother's Day.
It was kind of warmish.
It was
right?
warm,
It's
yeah.
kind of
that's
warmish.
amazing.
So that area is our special happy place.
I have to say something, which I'll wait for him to come, but I think Michael and Justin's one of their first dates was there.
Okay.
I really, yeah, on the Christopher Street. Yeah. Okay.
And our third date was Star Trek. The movie.
Really?
Yeah, in Jersey. He's never been really to Jersey City. It was because he
So
lived
you
in
were
Brooklyn.
living- okay,
I was in
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Where in Brooklyn?
And Sunset Park.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
So-
And then you were in Jersey City.
Right.
Okay.
And this is before Jersey City rose
So
from the
then,
ashes.
like, did you date right away and fall in love, or what happened?
Oh,
Oh,
that's a
funny.
different story.
That was another
That was
story.
exciting.
you're really digging die. Oh,
getting
no.
in.
So, I'm like, like I'm an adult, and
And I'm
I start
jaded.
liking
Right.
him.
Totally
and
jaded.
I
I
have
get
I don't have baggage really. So we hang out
Mark's
for 2
got
weeks.
all the bags.
I've been
hang out
around.
for 3 weeks. I remember 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then I said to him exactly these words. I said, Mark, whatever happens to us, I just want to say that I love you as a person because you seem to be a very nice and genuine guy, right?
I like
Oh
that.
my God, he freaked out.
What'd you do?
The word,
out.
the
You ran
four-letter
away.
word.
I didn't run away.
Why did you have to say the word? Lord? You don't say it on the third week. This is too much for me.
Hyperventilating. You need to call the
drama,
ambulance. Yes.
drama.
Not surprised.
And I said, okay,
Okay.
Mark, so if it's
I'm
not on
getting
the
up.
third week, when do you say the four-letter word?
Right.
Well, I don't know, but you don't say it on the third week.
You know
I
what?
said,
I love how much of a romantic you are, Enrique.
I said, how
Look
much?
at you. What am I supposed to say it?
What about the fourth, the fifth, the sixth? Well,
He
the
gave me
tell when.
roses too. He gave me flowers, and he was running. He's a runner, and
was-
it was after an event. And it was in Wall Street, and he gave me these. I was there to cheer him on.
And he gave you roses.
He gave me roses. Was it roses or tulip? What was it?
Probably roses. I
Yeah.
like roses.
Yeah,
Wow.
And he freaked out.
yeah.
And I said, wait. this is.
Then he dumped me.
I don't know why is this so. No, I said like, why is this so
dumped me.
serious? Because you said the four.
Because it's,
I
you know.
said to
You
you
scared the
as
shit
a
out of him.
nice.
Yeah, I was single
nice
much
guy.
for like 8 years already. And, you know, dated, as everyone knows, dating.
So that was fearful that he
It
said
was.
that, and you're like, oh my god.
Because it was always
Yeah.
me who did something like
Or
that. And
if
I always
that
got
happened,
hurt. So there was a
who
wall.
knew if you would get hurt? That's
Correct.
how you felt.
And that was the wall.
And Enrique's like, I'm just here to love you.
Yeah, I said like.
Show up with roses.
I said
So-
no drama.
And my-
chill.
And my
breathe.
and my
breathe,
friend
relax.
my friend Mikkel Olsen
yeah.
said to me, we were working together. She goes, "What happened to Enrique?" I'm like, "Well, I told her." She goes, "You're an idiot."
Yeah,
She
that's
said,
what I
"What are you
said.
waiting for? That hop dumping? This
Right.
guy has everything. Now, life is short. Just go for it."
Right.
So, yeah. So
So that your
thanks,
advice to
Mikkel.
everyone who's
I
scared?
always do. Well, we have a dear friend who also she's a lot of these guys were distance,
Right.
you know, long distance, and this
Right.
is the relationship he had. She finally found someone, and he's being attentive.
Wow.
This one said to her, "Anna, what are you doing? This guy
Go for
likes
it,
you.
yeah.
You know, you have your free time. You travel.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of friends. He's giving you the space. He's not asking you to
Right.
move in 1, 2, 3. So I always tell people,
Yeah.
you know,
Go for it.
yeah. So
You know, it's funny because we look for that, but when you have trauma around relationships and love, when it finally happens, you're almost
it hits
not
you.
believing it.
We have a lot of friends who
Right.
are single, and
Yeah.
they're going to be single because they don't. It's very challenging, especially when you're at a certain age.
It's hard to be vulnerable.
Right. And they're on every dating site or every pickup site.
Right.
I'm like, you're not going to meet well, I'm not going
Right.
to meet anyone. You don't know if you just relax.
Yeah.
So,
If I didn't like let my guard down with Michael, and I never would have let him in because he just showed up. You know, he
well, you
just.
already knew him through mutual friends, right? What
I
was the
knew,
story?
like,
Yeah.
we were introduced through friends,
Right.
but I was in a very long-term, on and off bad relationship before, so I had the scars,
Right.
and skeptical, and I could have easily just
Pushed
kept
him
being
away.
single and pushed him away, but he kept showing up, and I think it was my mom or my friend. Someone said to me, like, if you don't just lean into this,
Yeah.
like, you're never going to, open up to anybody.
I know. And
And he was the right person.
Yeah, you have to trust.
Right.
Right. The first thing is okay. Trust a little.
Yeah.
Then you can trust more, and then
Right.
little by little feel. And if it doesn't feel good,
Right.
then you can, you know.
yeah.
And you probably kept showing up the same way every time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
But
well,
he
I
was
wa-
drama.
I'm
I
always.
was gonna say, drama aside, which is fun and spicy
I attract it.
at times. What was your one thing that you fell in love with Mark? Like, what told you that you knew it was?
So I felt I for the first time in my life I felt like he always will say, "I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm not okay with that." I go like, and me personally, coming from a Latin culture, I am kind of like always like, well, maybe I should zip my mouth, and if I don't like something, I should
Right.
zip my mouth and just do it, right? I learned with Mark that I should open myself also to
Yeah.
say no sometimes,
Right.
because I think you should actually say what you feel,
Exactly.
right? And I said, well, maybe this is going to be the relationship where we say what we feel,
Right.
and if it, and see if we can be open to each other's feelings,
Yeah.
right? If that works, that's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be also very risky when like
And hard. Yeah.
because it's you are really saying
a
what
lot
you
of
feel.
it's putting a
It
mirror
is.
right up to you.
So it was a little challenging to start
Yeah.
saying what I feel, and then he had challenges telling me what he feels.
Right.
True.
But I think we've been learning
Pretty open.
to that. Okay, so he's gonna tell me what he feels, and I feel comfortable saying what I feel.
Right.
Too. And I think it was for the first time in my life that I said what I feel,
That's amazing.
and not feeling that they're gonna shut me down or gonna complain
Or
or
you have to people
or when I'm
please.
gonna people
Yeah.
cry or I say it in a polite way, nice
Right.
way, but it's hard to say what
Yeah.
you feel, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Mark showed you how to, have that confidence.
Yes, he had
And
the
strength,
confidence,
yeah.
but he also was able to to accept also the same thing.
Right.
Right,
It was a
exactly.
gradual progression.
So you both grew the parts of each other that needed growth.
I think he grew, and I hope you take this the right way, into a fabulous gay, and I'm not trying to stigmatize him as a gay human being where everyone,
Right.
but he appreciates the whole world of the rights, human rights for other people in what's going on in the world. He's a huge news junkie, and anytime I come home, the news is on.
Right.
But he looks at it on two different ways.
Right.
You know what I mean? I love going to his hometown in Mexico.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks Mexico City is on the beach. It's
Right.
not. It's
Right.
8,000 feet up.
Wow.
It's 25 million people.
Wow.
And it's huge. But the people are genuine.
Right.
And this past time, unfortunately, we had to go for a death in the family.
Sorry.
He brought me to his mom's hometown. And I said to him, why have you, in 16 years, not taken me to this town? Everywhere I go, it's a family member of his.
Wow.
So he's opened me up with the world because we love to travel. He's pushed me. He goes, Mark, you're not going to do it when you're 80 years old.
Right.
Do it now. We could have a lot of fun. But I've also brought him into the world of having fun at like nighttime, like dancing and going out with friends.
Embracing that part of the culture.
And going to restaurants.
Or society, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's
so you
it's
both opened each other's
I
worlds
grew.
up.
Yeah.
That's what you want in a partner, right?
Right.
Yeah,
And he challenges me too. So
it's a very interesting thing because when I came out in Mexico, it wasn't that bad anymore. It wasn't like it was more open. A lot of friends were already open to society, being gay. But Mark grew up in New York City in the 80s, where it was very difficult, and then they had
AIDS.
the pandemic, right? The
It was
AIDS
awful.
pandemic. It was awful.
Yeah.
So he struggled more with that, but then he also joined the organizations, different organizations,
Parade committee.
the parade committee. So he's been an advocate for gay rights since the 80s, right?
I went to the March in Washington twice,
and so
there's one in June. So
I'm learning how we both grew up in a big city,
Right.
but very different
different,
moments.
yeah.
And it could be very different.
How was
right?
it for you compared to what Mark
for
was
me,
going
it was
through?
very easy. For
Yeah.
me, it was very easy to come out. Very
In what way?
easy.
Like much more acceptable, or just what was not happening in New York?
It was the decade when it was very acceptable.
Got it.
The 90s, in
Right.
the 90s. It was.
and mine, I come from a family of 10 cops, and
Right.
it was and in my religious upbringing, I was set. I had to go to college. This is a type of woman I was going to marry. You can't let us down.
Right.
College was, you had to go because I did well in school.
Mm-hmm.
And my father wanted me to be a cop because, but my mom goes, you're not being a cop.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I knew my feelings when I was like 12, 13.
You knew, yeah.
I went away to school, but that was not helpful either.
Right.
And then when I finally came running out,
Yeah. Which was when?
it was the first parade. It was 1986, and the next day I go to work, and the guy I worked for, I worked in the media sales company, and my boss goes, "So what did you do yesterday?" Like he always asks
Right.
what I did
Yeah.
for the weekend. Like, what
Yeah.
did you do? And we just small talk. I'm like, okay, I just told him. I said, we hung out with friends and everything like that. I didn't tell him I was walking down Fifth Avenue, with a million other people watching. I didn't think. And then he asked again later on that day, and he's never asked twice.
Yeah.
I said to Jay, Jay, why are you asking me this question? He goes, well, the big boss was with his family, and he saw you walking down Fifth Avenue. And this is someone who's very religious.
Oh, God.
And I was trying to get into the sales program.
Right.
And because of that moment, I knew.
Did that prevent you?
Yeah, it
That's
did.
horrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, my boss told me it doesn't look great.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. So.
How did that feel?
Oh, I was devastated.
Yeah.
Devastated. So, but.
Did you stay there?
No, I found another job 6
Okay.
months later. And then real estate, I fell into real estate by accident. I was a
Really?
film major in communications in college. And, that was tough back then because
Right.
it was all independent. Now
Right.
New York City and New Jersey is filming every block. But a friend of mine that I went to school with, we only had 6 people in my film school.
Yeah.
In Long Island, I went to Hofstra. And he goes, do you know any rental places? 'Cause I was
Right.
living in Chelsea. I said, let me go talk to my friend Gil Neary. He owned a little shop in the village in Chelsea. And he goes, get your real estate license. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I have this other job. He goes, you work remotely from LA.
Right.
No one knows
You
what
could
you're
do
going to
it,
be
yeah.
doing. So and then I got
And that's
laid
how-
off from the other job. And that's how I got into real estate, basically.
And you just loved it.
It was tough, and then I moved to Jersey, bad breakup, and I moved to not talking about exes.
You're like, I'm getting out of here.
I needed a
I
place.
want to go back to coming out.
Okay,
So
sorry.
did you come out the same time to your family as work, or how did that go?
Family came out later.
Right.
A cousin of my cousin saw me at a party, and I freaked out. So I told my older sister first.
Right.
And then she told my other sister.
And how was that?
It was fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
And the biggest regret I have is not coming out at that
Sooner.
time
Yeah.
because I missed hanging out with all my cousins who
Right.
now the kids are having weddings and I'm
Right.
invited to all of them. My sisters and my other
Yeah.
cousins are not. But I was so maintained that friendship with just
Right.
Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
When their kids come, we had a cousin's kid stayed with us for 6 months.
Oh, wow. That's
And the whole
amazing.
family knew that. She was coming to be a makeup artist
Oh, my gosh.
in New York, and they needed a place. It was supposed to be 1 week,
Right.
turned into 6 months.
You guys are very generous.
Yes. Thank
How-
God we had a duplex. So,
Okay.
But it was hard. Again, my parents, like I moved to Chelsea. My mom, I was out. I was living with my first boyfriend in Chelsea in a 6th floor walk up when Chelsea was in
I've lived
Chelsea.
in one of those, yeah.
And she would call us he-she's. A he-she was beat up. Be careful, please.
No.
Like that. That's how she
Yeah.
called, gay
Yeah.
people.
How was that?
It was horrible.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
but
sorry.
I know, but it was the way it is.
Well, I love what you're doing for the community.
I
And
know.
that's why you're
That's
so
why I
passionate.
give back, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And what about for you? Also,
It's-
when did you come here?
It's so funny because again, the 10-year difference
Yeah.
from the 80s to the 90s,
Right.
it's a whole new world, right, Mark?
Explain that.
So it was a more. I mean, it was very stigmatized still in the 80s to
Yeah.
be gay,
Right.
and then when HIV show up in the world, it was even worse,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
You're gonna
hate
die.
crime and-
You're gonna
You can't
die.
even kiss someone.
You're gonna die because
Right.
you're gay, and gay is punishing the gays. And blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. So, it was very difficult. But because of, I think after the fight that the gay and lesbian had to come out and fight HIV, big and loud, I think the whole world changed the way that they were seen. But
Right.
because by the 90s, it was a more open society.
Right.
we had TV shows
Right.
like Will and Grace, the
Yeah.
movies coming out
Right.
left and
Yes.
right. And,
Right.
everyone knew someone that was gay,
Right.
lesbian,
Yeah.
What did you find that was most helpful during that time?
So I am a student of a very, very brilliant man in Mexico City who's a musician, and he is a very talented man. He was recognized by the entire country. Still, Mark knows him, Horacio. He is an icon in the music,
Love him.
in the
Amazing.
classical music in Mexico, but he's openly gay, and he shows
Right.
up and on a stage being fully gay and all that.
And
so,
he wears, like his clothes are very
flamboyant.
flamboyant, and he doesn't
Fashionable.
care.
But everybody admires him so much that nobody asks him questions. He's just a
Like,
musician.
why should that take from
We
his talent?
went
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
we're in, what's the ruins in outside Cancun?
My
The,
no.
the big
Mayan
ruins.
is,
We're there
yeah,
on a
Chichen
line.
Itza.
Yeah.
The guards saw him go, come here. We just went ahead of everybody. This
Wow,
guy
so
is
he's
an
very
icon.
famous. I need to
He's
listen.
Yeah.
very famous.
So when did you leave Mexico City?
I live Mexico City 27 years ago.
And you went to Brooklyn first.
I came to New York. No, I live in Riverdale, in the Bronx for 2 years.
I sailed
Right
there
across the
once.
river.
Right across, and then I moved to Brooklyn.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you guys met at this event, Then you said I love you. You rejected it, but then
Freaked
you
out.
were
He got stuck at the airport. Remember?
One day,
He was
I
stuck at
I
the
was going to
Newark.
Chicago.
He got stuck at the airport.
Okay.
So I picked him up.
When was it like, okay, we're doing this? Like we're gonna be partners for life.
Well, no, that was trouble because
That is
like
drama queen.
how did we get there?
This drama queen, after 2 years or 3 years, almost 3 years, I said, "Listen, we're living together, or this is
Right,
it."
like, I'm
because
not
I'm
doing
not
this.
traveling from Brooklyn to Jersey City,
First
to
of all, that's a
Brooklyn.
lot.
Yeah,
he wanted me to move. I had my own place. He had a roommate who was
Yeah.
always there. Nice guy.
But you
No,
know,
he was
Nicest
flight
guy in the
attendant.
world.
He was a flight attendant.
But he never worked.
Well,
Well, I hope he doesn't see this. He was the nicest guy in the world. He
but
was a nice guy.
He was a nice guy. Yeah, but anyway, so I said to Mark,
I don't have many followers
Listen.
yet.
if we're gonna stay together, we're gonna stay together. If not, I'm gonna call it a day because
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm not
living.
commuting anymore.
So-
But Mark said, but I thought it was perfect, no?
Yeah, I
said it
was fine.
perfect.
You were fine.
I lived with two people
was
already. He's a neat freak, but he never. This is how neat he was. He would come, and such a nice guy. He would clean my apartment or whatever like that on the weekends.
Yeah.
Because I worked on site at a project. This
Okay.
is when the crash happened.
Right.
You know, and things were on sale, and so I was on site sales at a project in
Yeah.
downtown Jersey City. So he gave me projects to do, like you need to tidy up whatever.
Right.
So he threw everything in the middle of the room. He goes, I want this in its place or thrown out by the next week.
Yeah.
He comes. We would see each other on the weekday, like
Right.
dinner, but the weekends we would spend.
Right.
So it was a busy week, and
You didn't get to it.
Enrique's coming on Friday, and my neighbors knew Enrique was coming because I would vacuum.
Oh, they would know.
And they would know Enrique's coming. And I had this big pile of crap, excuse my language, in the middle of the room. I didn't know what to do.
Uh-oh.
I said, think fast. And he was coming. I threw everything in a suitcase.
All the dirty clothes in a suitcase.
Everything.
What did you tell
He
him?
found it.
Oh,
I don't know why was he in my suitcase to this day in my head. I have no clue.
he knew what
He
you were
knew.
doing.
Because I was trying to store things that you were not, obviously you were not using.
So-
Right.
I said, where do you put them?
You were
I'll
just
put them in a
helping.
suitcase.
Now, like, you know, I'm not
Like you-
I'm not a pig.
Yeah.
But the side of my bed, it has all the clothes
Right.
and everything. I am not like that anymore. I may have my sweats or something like
Right.
that I go into when I get home.
Doesn't it feel good to be neat?
It does, but the closet, as you know, as I tell Blaine, your
Right.
best friend, and we have a huge walk-in closet.
Yeah.
I have the biggest closet in the world and drawers underneath, and I still don't have enough.
Let us come organize.
He looks
We-
like a lesbian.
we.
Cut that out. You cut that out.
It's all right. Alan talked about how he's a lesbian.
Oh, he
that
did?
drives
Okay.
it. Okay, and he's a cat lady. Anyway,
Okay.
I love this story.
Okay.
So you got him to move in with you.
We bought a place
I
together.
forced myself in.
Good.
I
We
forced
bought-
myself in.
Like
I said,
leave
I'm
the
done.
He
Two
did.
fresh
No, he
friends.
did.
Yeah.
He did. He did.
Yeah,
He
I'm
did.
done with this.
And then
But it was 2.5 years later.
It was. And then he just loved Jersey City, New Jersey, and everything. And it was a whole new world for him, basically.
what is the secret to making a relationship last so long? It's admirable.
Everyone, that's a good question everyone asks.
Well,
just to
gave
anyone.
I gave him his, as we started working together, I am doing things that he doesn't have to deal with.
Right.
And vice versa, right? Like he's a lot in front of clients, he's a lot on the phone with clients, and I'm doing all the operational side, all the
kinda like
budget,
my father and I.
all the monies.
Yeah.
Yes. And although I'm doing also the real estate side now, those are my clients, so he doesn't have to
Right.
talk to them. So we have separation is perfect because
And our offices are right next to
I
each other.
try
Yeah.
I try to help. I mean, obviously, I'm helping him with his side of the business.
Yeah.
But more on the back end. I don't get involved with his clients. I don't want
Right.
to be involved with the phone calls.
The most amazing thing about him,
Yeah.
you know, we get young agents that come into the office.
Right.
You have to teach them. They think, I have an appointment, I have an appointment, I have an appointment.
You know.
Doesn't work that way. You
I
know what I
know.
mean? You really have to negotiate.
Right.
He listened to everything I was doing before he started real estate.
Right.
So I didn't have to train him. And it just shocked.
Like it was natural.
It was natural for him.
Yeah. It's like how I grew up in a real estate family. It's just like
You
in
heard.
Yeah.
He was actually
Every
listening
family
to what I was saying.
car ride and road
Right.
trip is real
It's
estate.
a phone call.
Like,
phone calls.
We tried to take 24 hours this weekend for my dad's birthday, and it was,
Right.
you know,
You can't.
you can't.
And as real estate agents, it's very hard to have a relationship.
It is. That's what I'm. So like you've mastered both, like,
Right.
but doing it together, which is even crazier. And a lot of people, one of the questions I had, because I work with my father, right? So it's still a relationship. It's family, and many people advise against working either with your partner or family. But what would you say to the skeptics on couples working together?
So again, if you divide and conquer, that's how you do it, right?
Yeah.
Divide and conquer. Don't try to do the same thing, like, there is always marketing, there is accounting, there is training, there
Right.
is like reaching out to new clients, there is events.
Right.
Like, there is so much to do that you could do it. Two people can do it perfectly, and don't and don't cross
Or
paths.
step on each other's
step on
toes,
each
Like
yeah.
other's
he
toes.
wanted me to join the same gym as him. I said, hell no.
Right.
I'm not doing everything together.
Right. So you have
Basically.
some pieces of separation.
Correct.
Oh
And
yeah, but the other thing that I learned from a good friend, Terry Patapov, that moved to Oregon, she used to.
She's fabulous.
She this is like 15 years ago. She used to have meetings with the husband in a conference room. She will rent a conference room and talk about things at home
I like
in
that.
a conference room in the city.
That's smart.
she lived
And
on
she
22nd
would say like,
Street.
okay, we're gonna talk about this
genius.
once a month.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, you talk business? No, we talk about
Yeah.
things at home. Like,
Right.
I don't want this. I don't like this. We should go on vacation. This, and then it was like, and it was always respectful.
I mean, it is a business.
I go
dude.
like, yeah. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
It's like running a business,
It
right?
is.
Running a home is like running a
It
business.
is.
Running a family is like running a business. Like, who's taking care of the kids?
Right.
Who's gonna pick them up? What school are we gonna take them? How are we gonna celebrate the holidays? Where are we going? Who's coming?
These
You
are
know?
all discussions. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also pushed me closer to my family.
That's beautiful.
I thought being gay and everything, they wouldn't.
Right.
But he is keeping.
Got you together.
Yeah.
That's really important.
Yeah.
So yeah, my idea was like, listen, the work always has to be professional, right? And it was like, even our discussions at home, they're
Right.
like, we don't have to scream at each other.
So
Right,
before
right.
we joined Serhant,
Yeah.
everyone wanted to buy us.
Right.
Compass, KW, Sotheby's. They just like because we
You're
they love us.
dominating. Yeah.
We didn't think twice.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan just texted me saying, "Put on one of those new suits,
Right.
and let's take over New Jersey." I thought it was a scam because
Right.
all the agents knew we were in
Right.
his realm and everything.
Looking, yeah.
And he goes, "Call him." I'm like, "I'm going to call him from the office line because
Right.
I thought it was a scam."
Yeah.
And it was actually him.
And you're like,
And
hello.
we looked at each other, and this is 2022, and the
Okay.
market 2023, the interest rates were going up,
Right.
and being independent was going to be a little challenging
Yeah.
now. And
Yeah.
we did what we had to do,
Right.
and we just said yes, and we haven't looked back.
Yeah.
Some of the agents weren't happy about it, but they
We
didn't
got
know
that too.
about that.
Exactly.
And now eventually they're going to fade away. But we don't want that. They're, knock
Right.
on wood, they're doing well.
Right.
Because of the
But
training
that's
that
what
we give them.
happens, yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, but I take it to heart.
It happens.
I do too. It's hard
I take it to
we
heart.
put a lot in.
You do.
Yeah.
And
We
it's
care.
like family.
I know.
Yeah.
We're like you guys.
Yeah.
I had one more question about. I have a lot of questions, but
Yeah.
we just have been going, so I
flowing.
haven't even had
Can
to
we go
look.
for another 4 hours?
We can, but wait, there was something I was going to ask back to relationships.
Okay.
So, yeah, people say, don't mix business
Right.
and personal. I don't believe in that, right? Like, I think
I mean,
business is business, personal is personal.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're both skilled or can be great at doing something together, why would you not combine
correct.
that?
And I can have a bad day. I mean, my
course.
nickname is Grumpy Trumpy. People don't don't
He
believe
said that
that.
to me today.
Yeah, and Enrique, I know when he gets tense, and I
Yeah.
get a little nervous because he keeps a lot inside till
Right.
he communicates. But we're learning to let go of what people think. Like I read a book just recently. I don't read books. I read magazines and movies and TV shows. Let Them by Mel Robbins.
all read it.
Everyone's reading it.
Like,
I'm trying
did
to.
that help?
It helped. And now I'm losing the
it's
flair.
hard to practice it.
But I'm trying to
Yeah.
realize people are going to do things that are going to make you upset.
Right.
And I'm trying to keep it in our relationship. Let them, because you have to look at all the positive things that this person who
Right.
you love is doing for you.
And the craziest thing that she teaches is it's not about you, what you're
Right.
receiving, which is hard to grasp, but it's true.
And when the chips are down, the person next to you steps up.
Exactly.
And a couple of years ago, I had a couple of health issues, and this man was there the whole time.
That's
So,
beautiful.
I can't. No. So.
Yeah.
So.
You're going to make me cry.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to end that way.
No, we're going. We're
But-
still going.
Okay.
Okay. Do you guys want some tea, by the way?
I'm fine.
Well,
What? I got you rosé.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. That's different.
that's the
Match
tea.
the pink.
That's the
Okay. You grab it? Yeah, thank you.
I could grab the whole bottle. No, I'm joking. Next time it's going to be a frosé at Liberty Park.
tea.
Well, we all
Rosé.
dressed beautifully today for
I love
spring.
rosé. Yes.
Even though it feels like winter
Cold.
still, but we are manifesting the spring.
I can't wait for
I
that
feel like we're
treater.
ready for Easter.
Oh, it's beautiful. I know we are.
Yes.
Thank you, Blint.
Love that sound, don't we? And we could pretend it's Friday.
Look-
We are
Friday?
back
Oh,
from our
hi.
We're back.
our intermission,
Yay.
our pee break.
Pete,
Now we have some tea.
this is why I came here.
Yeah, exactly. So have your rosé, and
my
we'll pretend it's end of the week because it feels like it. But
Friday.
does it
yeah.
really matter in real estate?
Not at all.
No.
Every
Okay,
day.
cheers.
No, every day.
Cheers.
Like you said, you're trying to get 20 hours off from work, and you
You
can't.
don't. So you have to
don't.
make it when you can.
You have like 2 hours maybe.
Exactly.
It's hard to take a
Well,
nap
actually,
sometimes.
maybe.
See, the
hours.
stress, I mean, they tell us you're supposed to take vacation every quarter, and I don't know. A lot of
Even
agents.
if you do, you're still working.
Yeah.
True.
How were you guys working in Italy?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. We work in
we
Italy.
we were in Turkey, but the whole Penobscot.
Oh yeah.
We would call on your father from
I
Turkey.
forgot about
We went
that.
for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And we can find these great tours that are really cheap
Yeah.
on odd times of the year.
Right.
And those are the perfect time for us to go.
I love being away during like
Yeah.
the holidays, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a few more work-related questions, and then we can end it with some fun stuff.
Okay.
Like
Drink up. Okay. So I wanted to know, we're still on business.
Ooh.
Do we have like two? I know that you're the operations and you're like, I'm in front, I'm
Kissing
with clients,
babies,
right?
talking to mommies.
Shaking hands, meeting mayors. What is it?
That's
Something like that?
There's a big in Jersey City.
Right.
Everyone's trying to get me to.
Run for mayor?
Well, I'm called the unofficial mayor of Jersey City.
Guys, this is Mark Trompeter.
Yes, unofficial
Mayor.
unofficial.
Yeah,
mayor.
unofficial.
Future
Even
mayor.
the mayor, Steve
Future
Fulp,
mayor.
is scared of me.
He knows.
No, he knows.
He knows you run it.
Oh, he knows me. He
knows.
Now he's running for governor.
So maybe
But he
there's
wants
room
me
for
to.
you.
But they're all asking us to.
Right.
Like, I got a phone call from one. I'm not going to mention the name. The day after Christmas, asking me the pulse of the Jersey City and your thoughts and everything. And then he asked me for money. I'm like, you do know it's the day after Christmas, and I
Right.
still haven't given my tips to the dorm people,
Right.
and people that work with us, and also we give charity.
A lot.
ASPCA, Feed America,
Right.
all that. And I'm like, but he has nonstop every 2 weeks reach out
No,
to me.
I really could see you being the mayor.
Thank you.
How would you feel
I would
being a
to be
Jackie
the first
O?
lady.
No, Mark will never be.
I can't.
He can be someone really, really powerful because his heart
Too nice.
really. His heart gets broken when someone doesn't like him. So
Me
if he
too.
gets rejected by a
get
donor or by a group of people, he
You'll
will
cry.
be like,
Yeah.
"No, they don't like me. They don't like me.
true.
What did I do?" He will
It's
be crying.
hard.
I don't-
What's your
second guess.
rebound rate though? Do you get over it quickly, or you like
No,
hold
no.
it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Like I'll
no.
get over it in 2 seconds, but I'll cry about it.
Well, that's why I read the book Let Them.
Right.
Because it's helped
the
me.
5-second rule.
5 second, yeah.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
So we have operations. We have Mark the mayor.
Right.
Unofficial. Do we have like two roles in business? like, who grabs the phone first situation? Okay, got it.
I had learned a long time ago, the phone, always have your phone on.
Right.
The phone in the office, if the assistant is not answering the phone,
It's a missed
I
opportunity.
run.
Yeah.
On weekends, that's why I'm in the office sometimes, because
Really?
we're all out.
Yeah.
And the phone is always passed over to the assistant, but if it's on the second ring, I don't know what they're
Well,
doing.
you guys have a storefront, which is much different than like being in a corporate office like
Correct.
us.
Yeah.
I believe like it still generates traffic.
It does. It may
Yeah.
not be the best traffic, but I learned a long time ago.
It's a visual.
It's
It
a
is,
visual.
It's a
yeah.
visual. It's a
So
visual.
I actually used to work on this team, and we were in the West Village office, and it was a storefront. It was a little hidden because it was like down a few stairs, but nonetheless, it was a storefront. And this is my favorite story of like, people don't really walk in.
No, they don't.
The one time that I was at the front, like on my desk, guess who walked in?
Oh, it has to be someone.
Alec Baldwin and his wife, looking for an apartment.
The new one with the 8 kids?
Yeah.
Okay. 8
Hilaria,
kids or 9
whatever.
kids or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, because they
They
live
combined. I know where
next
they
door.
live. They live with the,
Yeah.
yes. The
Yeah.
old hospital.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one.
St.
yeah.
Vincent. They
Yeah, yeah.
combined a couple
Yeah.
of the units.
And he's like, oh,
And now they want to move.
wondering,
I think. You should
blah, blah,
call
blah.
them.
I know.
Those
I didn't-
apartments were
it
super
went to my
expensive.
boss,
Okay.
but anyway. Okay, when the occasional disagreement happens, which we know that you don't yell in the office, which is beautiful, but we know disagreements do happen.
Yes.
What's the move? Do you walk it off, whine it out, or battle it?
I just let him win.
No, that's not true.
I don't think that
No,
Enrique
that's
would
not
agree
true.
with that.
That's not true. So, to me, I like if someone does something that is not politically correct or is something incorrect or something like is against the policy of the company or
Right.
whatever. If it's a lot, I get in shocked and I freeze.
Right.
So I don't react right away. I go like, wait, that's not correct. Wait, should I talk to this person now or should I talk to this person later? So I panic. No,
Right.
I don't panic.
So
I
you almost
freeze.
like freeze, yeah.
I freeze, and if the issue is really big, I freeze for almost a day or two.
Oh, yeah.
And then the other person is trying to fight me. Why you are not saying something? Why you are not saying something? Something, and it's like I'm still thinking about it.
Right.
Like I'm still trying to think.
Process.
Like, should I? How can I talk to the person about this? What angle? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe I don't know.
Right.
My mind freezes, and again, the bigger the issue, the more that I freeze. Like
Right.
Not me.
like when like bad news, like when my mom got sick or whatever, I don't it's like I just freeze.
Right.
And then like 5 minutes later I go like, oh shit, I have to buy a ticket right now. And
You're processing, yeah.
And go and then I start processing things. So I don't yell back. So but I do have to have the conversation with anybody,
So
right?
you
Like
walk
the
it out.
agent, Mark. and
Yeah.
I said like we have to talk about this. Now the other person can be trying to fight me, and I do get, upset sometimes if the person doesn't have a conversation.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, it's
but-
frustrating when people don't want to talk
but
eventually.
but I don't start fighting right away.
Right.
Because we are always outside, or we are always in front of agents, or we are
Yeah.
in front of clients, or we're in front like on the public transportation where we don't have that many private moments except when we come from work like around 8-9.
So
You're right.
our office, we
So
used
you
to
don't
live in
have the
this.
reaction,
We used
yeah.
to live in the same building.
Okay.
So we would work into 1:00.
Oh, wow. Oh,
so
my God.
we had to move
Yeah.
to another location.
You were going crazy.
We didn't have any like work
life. You no bound.
No bounds.
It's already so difficult to have work-life balance, right? And then being partners, or me and my father, right? Like it doesn't turn off.
No.
It does not turn off.
And that's also, it's funny because that's a little helpful, because when
Yeah.
you are so upset, you're there in front of clients,
They're
in front of
understanding,
other
yeah.
agents, you're going to another event. Like you don't have that much time to say like, okay, we're going to scream at each other for 2 hours. Or like,
We don't have
because
time.
another phone call comes in,
Right.
a text message comes in. And
Wait,
it's like,
sometimes me and my dad will like be battling it out, and then we have to film something with Evan, and we're like, okay, anyway. So like,
right, yeah.
you have to just keep going.
Yeah, you have to keep
Yeah.
going, and then at some point, I think we all both cool down
Right.
But
enough to say, okay, now we
You
can talk.
react.
I react immediately.
Yeah.
He
my
wears his
emotions-
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
after I do it, that's when I'm hard on myself, and I'm like, why? Did
And then
I
you feel bad.
do that? I'm old enough to know this is the
It's like the
stupidest thing in
shame
the
and
world.
guilt.
Right, but I'm better.
Right.
I'm not. I wish I just didn't give a crap.
Me too. I feel like I'm like the same as
Well,
you.
you know why?
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
February 15th.
There you go. You're an Aquarius.
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 I forgot.
Forgot.
Yeah. We're the same, Mark.
We're the same.
Okay, competitiveness. It's healthy.
Huge.
Do you guys ever find yourselves in a friendly competition, whether in business achievements or personal endeavors?
If you tell me there is, like, when we worked at Wycott, there was a trip to the Breakers. in West
Oh
Palm
my
Beach.
God, we had that at Coldwell.
And I was short. I mean, there's one level, the
Right.
next level. I wanted the 4 days. If you tell me there's a goal or something, I'm going to do it.
You're getting it.
I'm getting it, whatever. But we are both competitive.
That's good.
We are both
But we
competitive.
don't compete against each
Each other.
other.
That's
we are
key.
competitive as in business
Together.
Together, yeah.
That's
yeah,
how
no.
you're. That's
We're not,
why
we
you're
don't
winning.
sit back.
Yeah,
we don't
no,
sit back.
no.
What is the best piece of advice that you guys have received in the industry?
That's a great question. Everyone likes doing business with us
Yeah.
because we're fair.
Right.
We know we're going to get it done.
Right.
We're not saying, oh, we got it on the contract, let's move on to the next transaction. He will also be there if I can't,
Right.
because he has experience with construction and everything like that. And he's also a human being, like, he won't go to bed if the project's not done.
Right.
He will stay up to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
With other agents in the area, they love working with us. I mean, we may not be the best offer, but because of me and Enrique,
They know the deal.
they know the deal is going to happen. There were 7 offers, and we were not the highest. And I told my clients, it's about relationships, and
It
it's
is.
who you work with.
It's all about relationships.
But to me, I think since joining the Serhan world, right, the Sell It program, we were coached by Michelle that it's so important to keep your mind, spirit in
Correct.
shape, right? You keep your body in shape, but you need also your body to be in shape to keep producing
Right. Yeah.
because
At
you,
that level
She was
and
our
pace.
at
performance
that
coach.
level and at
Yeah,
that
she
pace.
was.
Yeah, he told me in 2022, you need to get a coach. I'm like, what? Me?
Now?
Me?
Yeah.
Now? So I looked at all the brands,
Right.
Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, and all that.
Oh, did you do salad before starting?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
For
we did
6 months. No, for 4 months.
4 months. We
For
were
4 months.
and we did
No
everything.
way.
They were amazed that we did. I shut that phone off.
That's Mark. That's Mark.
See, it's
we
fine.
did-
We're in real
we-
estate.
Yeah,
It doesn't stop.
We did everything that they told us, and they were like shocked because most agents, they take on things like we have a new office in Phoenix, right?
Right.
And some agent reached out, oh, I'm from New Jersey,
Yeah.
want to start the relationship. So I said, if you have any issues with any of the whatever online, because it's a little challenging.
It is, yeah.
Because I haven't even looked at it yet. That tells me she's never going to look at
Right.
it, basically. I hope she doesn't hear that either. What I'm trying to say is agents, they want the leads. It's like Glenn Ross.
Yeah.
They want the leads. They
Yeah.
want the leads.
But
They want
don't
the
wanna
leads.
put the work
They don't
in.
want to put the work
I know.
in.
Do
They're
you
lazy.
find that hard when you're like running a team like you guys
Correct.
are? Yeah. And it's like people are coming on maybe with a few months experience, 1 year, and saying, well, why don't I have leads? Or, why aren't you giving...
You have to,
I don't even know how to respond without like the grunt work I put in to even be considered for a lead. Like you have to put your time in.
we have this wonderful agent, Kate. She's worked in advertising for years, and she knows what the drill is.
Right.
But she's a project manager, so she's very organized, OCD.
Right.
But she's fabulous. She started book clubs. She has a dog.
The gym.
Amazing.
The gym. She does videos. it's not like here's the leads, because those leads are not the greatest leads if
Right.
you get it from online, like
No.
Zillow or
They're-
Realtor.com.
Me and my
whatever.
dad think those are shit.
Well, we used to heavily spend in it, and then
It's-
everything changed.
They
you know?
take so much money from me
Correct.
too. Yeah.
I get an agent texting me on Sunday like, oh, no, about a lead. I said like, I am a baby shower trying to network. You think I want to be in this baby shower?
Right.
All
What
the
do you-
way to
Thank
South
you.
Jersey?
Thank you.
But they don't
I
teach.
said,
No, so that's
like-
that's how you're getting leads. Like you have to go out. You have to meet people. You have to put yourself out there. Like yes, at a baby shower.
And you have to work, even if the open house has one person.
Yeah.
That is one person you have never
Thank
met in your
you.
life.
yeah. And
Thank
you're
you.
gonna-
But they don't want to
and
do
it's
open
a
houses.
real
It
person.
frustrates
It's
It's
a
a
real
real
person.
person.
It's
Yeah.
not a Zillow fake lead.
No.
Yep.
I actually was at a baby shower too recently, like a weekend ago. All I did was business there.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
Yeah.
everyone wants to know about real estate.
yeah,
Yes.
it's a hot topic.
Yeah.
Always
It's a
a
hot
hot.
topic.
What do you do for a living?
And being at Sirhan is a hot topic. People want to
Correct.
know about owning Manhattan, Netflix,
Correct.
Ryan. And it always brings up
And
conversation.
we actually, we don't pimp him out that much. We
Yeah.
protect him.
Right.
But we know his
No, I
value
had
and the value what
Exactly.
he's brought us. So,
exactly. You are the local experts, and you
Right.
brought us global expansion.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
good mix. So I think people would wonder too, right? Speaking of competitiveness, that it's funny because when I was in Manhattan, my only friends were brokers. And I think people have the perception that you compete, right? So like, why would you be friends? Because you're going after the same business. What is your answer to that? Because like you have a team, we have a team, and we're close, and we always support each other. Like when you guys have events, when we have events, like we are pushing for each other to do
Big
well.
time.
Right. So what is your answer to that? Yeah.
Because I think Sirhan is the first company that is born in the collaboration world of
Right.
social media. Right?
Right.
It's all about collaboration,
Yeah.
right? And the good news is that every agent at Sirhan understands that collaboration is
We
key
know.
and
Yeah.
it helps. We come from brokerages that have all models where like, this is my listing, this is my client. Get away!
Oh my
get away.
God!
Don't
Like
even look at
hiding.
them.
They hide it.
It's
Don't even
crazy.
look at them.
It's
I'm like,
we
client.
antiquated.
encourage our agents to do open houses,
Yeah,
to do
so do
social
we.
media, do anything you want. We
Yeah.
want them to grow.
But at
I
some
think
point,
that both of you also come from an abundance mindset, like how me and my father work and how I was raised even. Like there's enough to go around for all of us. So let's
Correct.
help each other win.
and the other thing is that at some point the client takes a decision and says, "I want to go with Victoria,"
Right.
and you can cry and you can
Why did I
hit
get
the
that
wall,
listing?
Right.
and you
What?
can ask why, but the client takes a decision and that's it, right?
it's just a match of
Victoria
personality.
wasn't.
Exactly.
It's not her fault.
Right.
It may be my fault, or
Right.
it may not be my fault. If the client took a decision, it's a done deal.
Or it was simply they clicked. Like we had that on our team amongst agents, and it was one of our newer agents' first time feeling the rejection part, and we said, at the end of the day, it's the client's decision.
It's the client's
but
decision.
there's going to be another one
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah,
they
Like,
don't. They want it now.
I know.
But like Ryan says, you have to have 100 balls up in the air
Right.
to catch 5
Yeah, right.
or 4, right? But if you don't have 100, you have only 10.
Exactly.
Then it will be less to
That you're
catch.
catching.
So that's what we need to do, right?
Yeah.
Like
Exactly. It's funny too because before we even came to Sirhan is when we collaborated the video with you at Columbus.
Come on,
Like
girl.
so that was and I called you and you're like, yeah,
Sure.
come
Let's
over,
go.
please. And that's how we are, and it was really refreshing to meet you guys because
Yeah.
that's
And then when we
healthy.
had this opportunity in Franklin Lakes,
oh my gosh,
I said to Enrique, I have to call Attilio and
incredible,
Victoria.
incredible.
Because, I know I could sell in Franklin Lakes,
Of course
but they
you can.
wanted an expert in that
but it's
area.
also a far drive, so if someone's close or whatever,
Correct.
And
And
now
it's-
and we're all like, yeah, let's
and
do
we
it.
become closer.
Exactly,
So,
we're a family now.
exactly.
and,
I mean, you came to my wedding, so you're never leaving my
Well,
life.
are we the micheladas or are we the damos?
We're both.
We're both.
Okay, I'm gonna pour you some more wine because we're gonna
Okay.
end with some rapid
Okay,
fire
go.
questions.
I need-
which
I'm
are the
empty. Look.
fun.
Look.
Oh my god!
I'm
me pour
a
more.
lightweight.
Wait.
I judge.
You judge?
I judge.
Who do you judge?
I judge people that drink during the day.
Are you judging yourself?
No, I'm not driving.
Oh God, he's like,
Oh my god.
you know, this is your second glass, you
Here's
know.
your second glass.
It's not. You saw that?
What's the matter?
It's the silver.
Oh, we live in
Is
Jersey
this-
City.
is-
Our building.
Oh yeah, this is.
We're gonna have to cut that out.
I don't even smell it.
no,
Oh, it's
this is-
bad.
You smell it, Blaine?
It hits me at
Can you light a candle? And you have to cut this part.
Wait,
All right.
wait, silence.
Where's it?
Let's see.
Oh,
I smell it now.
I don't smell
No,
it.
it's the full now.
Oh
you
my god,
smell
it's
it?
bad.
Of course I do.
I
like
guess I grew up in New York too long.
Evan, you have to cut this part.
Okay,
Jerry.
sorry.
No, Jerry can't see that I'm talking about.
Cheers.
Okay, to rapid fire questions. I want you guys to stay forever though.
Ooh. Is this going smoothly? I never did a podcast before.
Very. Oh, this is your first?
Yes.
This
His virgin.
Are you taking your podcast
Podcast
virginity?
virgin.
Are you having
No,
fun?
Yeah.
How's your first time?
I've actually never really watched the whole podcast before in my life.
Now you're going to.
Well,
Yes, exactly. He's gonna watch himself.
We have amazing film and editing. Exactly. He's gonna
He's
be
gonna
like,
watch
I look
himself.
Evan,
good.
good luck, Ev.
You,
Make
you
me look
want,
pretty.
Do you want to know how many times I catch him watching this video like 10 times? I go like, Mark, you just watched that video for the 10th time.
Of
He
course
said,
I'm not.
How do
check
you
running.
know? I said
I go up
because
to Adrena.
we
Anytime
have-
I ask Adrena, can you help me post? So now,
He's getting his views up.
no, I want to see how many people come on.
Yeah.
I love. And he goes, "Are you watching yourself
I
again?"
love loving me. I love loving me.
But he's really good. He
I
does it every
remember.
day.
Wait, I think we were having a drink somewhere. We might have been at 86 and Vine, and you weren't there. You were at a showing.
I was probably in Mexico.
Mexico.
Doing something with my
I was.
family.
No,
He was
Mexico.
there.
That was Mexico.
Seriously,
And-
I miss so many things.
I
We had at the
know.
wine and cheese. The wine and
Yes.
yeah.
And Mark's taking pictures, and then he's like, "Actually, I can't do this, Adrena. Can I just give you my Instagram?" And she posted for
She's
him the
too
whole
nice.
night.
She's really.
She
nice.
posted for him, and,
And
she
I
was
got
like,
like
she's
100,000
like, "Do you think I
views.
could write this?" Or I'm like, "He doesn't give a shit. You could write." whatever."
He was supposed to be
I
in
feel
show
like
business.
I abused. I was.
He was supposed to be in show business because he is like
Well, this is the right industry.
he's a drama
But I
queen.
get.
Like-
But I. Like if you ask me,
Ooh, this
like
wine is
Evan,
hitting me.
Evan's like.
This wine is hitting good.
So
I didn't have lunch, so I
don't-
feel
have you
good.
either. Have you
I'm
ever-
flying now.
the Bogarts.
Ask any question.
Yeah, I love the
I love them.
Bogarts. I love the
So
Bogarts.
we used to go to every event they had.
Yeah.
And their camera guy loves us,
Right.
and he goes, "You're a natural." I'm like, "Tell my media people they don't think I am. I blah, 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 all the time."
But that was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah,
now
it's
we're
true.
more natural.
Now you're better.
I know.
yeah.
We'll ask Evan after what he
We
thinks
love you.
of you.
We love Evan. Evan's cool.
Evan's cool.
Evan's cool.
Evan's my
We
guy.
should do one day, Evan. Eventually.
No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do like the I want to steal the nanny like they do in the Upper East. Like, Evan, how much they
You're
pay
gonna
you?
poach him?
No.
I'm gonna, like,
You ever watch
Evan,
that show, Odd
Evan,
Mom Out?
Evan,
Yes.
How much they
She
pay you?
was trying all the ladies
Yes.
like, "What can I offer you?
Wait,
what can I offer
I'm,
you? What can I offer
you know what I'm
One
rewatching
of the
right
next
now?
events,
What?
someone said,
Desperate
Evan,
Housewives.
I love
I'll give you
that show.
$15,000
And she
more.
goes to the park and she poaches the nannies, the
Yes,
rich ones.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
rewatching
Stupid.
Desperate Housewives,
Go
and
ahead.
she goes to the park in the first season to poach the rich people's really good
I said,
nannies.
you get more vacation time. You get
Ah,
$15,000.
stop
You get-
it!
You get a
Evan,
401k. You
leave.
get health insurance.
They're
You
lying.
said $50,000 more.
What?
15.
15.
$15,000
You heard it
more
wrong.
vacation.
Evan, close your
Okay.
ears. Go back to work.
Like
We
the
don't love
nanny.
you, Evan.
I
I
want to
get-
steal your nanny.
I give Evan pink shirts.
I love it.
Okay, actually, I have my own question
Okay,
before
go.
these.
Jersey
Okay,
City's
go.
closer to.
You just get Enrique, get
It's
off
the wine. It's the
mic.
wine. It's the wine. The wine is driving me crazy.
You know what? I'm willing to share
It's a
Evan,
showing
but
at
not
4:45.
really.
No,
I'm kidding.
it's okay.
Evan will find you an Evan.
Yeah.
Mm.
We have Leon.
Yeah, we love Leon.
we love Leon.
use
I
Leon.
love Leon. Leon is
We
See,
love
we all
Leon.
share.
Leon's been with us how long?
7 years.
7 years.
Wow, really?
Yes. Leon
has
That's
been 7
incredible.
Yeah, Stalin.
He was out of his college.
right out of
Oh my
college.
God.
Yeah.
But I
Yes,
knew-
So
sir.
is Evan, does that mean he's going to be with us 7 years?
There you go.
Okay, tell me
Uh-oh.
your best, spill the tea
Okay.
on your best kept secret. Personal or work. Give us a funny story secret.
I could tell the secret on him, and he doesn't talk about it.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Can
I
I?
don't care.
What?
Enrique's an opera singer.
What? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
I was.
He still
What?
is. He has the most
I
amazing
was.
voice in the world.
I was.
Okay, you
No,
should
I
have
went
told
to
me because
school
I'm
for it.
going to make you
I
sing.
went to school for it. That's why I speak Italian.
Are you kidding? So were you loving the opera at the wedding?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, my
no,
God.
I mean,
You know that was a surprise to us.
Was it?
The opera was. Yeah, the
Oh, it
violin and
was?
everything we had. But
Ah,
our
she was
Fabio,
hot.
who married us. Okay,
That's all right.
every gay man and straight man was following the
She
violinist
was
around
so
the wedding.
freaking hot.
What?
And
Everyone-
but she was
sweet.
also very good.
Everyone was
She's from
obsessed with
Croatia.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
I
like,
got to know her.
everybody
She
says
was
fabulous.
What did
was
she like date
fabulous.
everyone at the wedding?
Who
'Cause
cares?
everyone
And then
talked.
she stayed at the end at the DJ booth.
She did.
She
and
was just fabulous.
she was with somebody, like one of the guests, I think. Like they were hanging.
Good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. That's his.
She was
he
fabulous.
doesn't talk
That
about
is an incredible secret.
it. It is. Sorry.
You should
And it
post
comes
that.
out occasionally.
Okay. When can I witness it?
No, it has to be.
Ah.
Oh shit!
Let's hear it.
I'm sorry,
on.
Enrique.
One note. One note.
Oh, he's
die.
gonna kill me later.
No.
I didn't expect this.
One note.
No.
Okay.
Come on, Enrique. One
One.
thing.
I'll
One
do it
thing.
next time. Okay.
Okay.
I'll do it next time.
I don't want to put you
Yeah.
on the spot,
yeah, the spot.
like Mark
Next time.
did.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that he doesn't
Wait,
talk about.
but when the camera's not filming us, I am gonna bother you about it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
love.
So yeah, no, that's why I speak Italian because
That's
I went to
incredible.
school. I
When
had
did
to
you do
learn
that?
French, German,
His whole
and
life.
Oh my
in
god.
Mexico.
So that's why you fell in love with him.
So yeah, no.
No, it took him a long time to sing, but he did it for my birthday. He finally sung for me.
Did you cry?
Hysterical. And then he did it when his parents. The proudest moment was him able to bring his parents to New
United
Jersey. And we
United
had like 50 people. We had a huge deck at the time, 1,000 square feet. And out of nowhere, this man just sung for his parents.
Oh my
And,
god, I'm
and
melting.
no one knew. None of our friends knew that he could sing.
Was everyone dying?
Oh my God. They just stopped.
Stopped.
Yeah.
Wow. You are really the man of many talents.
A jack of all trades.
Seriously.
Jack of all trades.
He is.
Oh my god.
But what was the question?
But yeah,
a
no.
dirty secret.
Dirty
or fun
secret.
secret.
Dirty
Spill the
secret.
tea.
Dirty secret.
All right, now we got to tell one on Mark. How about I spill one on him?
Okay. Go.
Yes.
Because I just learned
Yes. Yes.
that Mr. Mark.
Did drag with a professional outfit.
He
Like,
is a drag queen.
seriously. Like seriously.
Like
Okay.
dreams come true.
Dreams
oh
come
my
true.
god.
I
Opera and
always-
drag, my favorite.
Well, you know,
my
and
cousin
I hope-
Michael says I'm every gay man's dream because I like all the
I
same
wanted
things.
to be a backup singer.
To
I
Britney
don't
Spears.
sing, but you're growing up. You're animated,
Right.
And I always thought I could be,
Right.
So a friend of mine, we call him Neil. His nickname was Neil Ann. Hope he doesn't see that either, because his husband is a realtor in Manhattan.
Okay.
So he would have these Halloween parties, and we would do drag.
Oh my
And
god.
I was living in the village above Mac Makeup, and I became friendly with one of the
Oh.
makeup artists there, and he also worked at Patricia Fields,
Okay.
and all the wigs and makeups
Right.
and everything. And I was 6'4", hairy, mustache, whatever. I just fell in love with it. Basically,
It's fun.
It's a lot of fun, and in the meatpacking district, it wasn't
Yeah.
what it was then. It was
Right.
Lee's Mardi Gras for a lot of the transvestite.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
where they hung out. If you ever watched Sex in the
Yeah,
City,
of course. I lived on Gansevoort.
Okay, there you go. We used to do these parties.
So
and-
fun.
Yeah, and yeah.
What
so
year was
But
that?
I think you missed the
This is-
clubs
this is-
in that area.
This is
I know.
So
86.
I did.
The hardcore clubs
I
were
was
in that
supposed
area.
to be with you guys in that era.
You should have. You should have. And I should have been in the 60s and 70s. But this is
Yeah.
86, 87, 88,
How
89,
fun.
90, 91, 92,
So
93.
what was your
My
drag
name was
name?
Eileen way back.
Come on, Eileen. Oh, that's
There you
right.
go. There you go. That's
Mm-hmm.
where I got it from. And
Did you really?
yeah,
All
yeah.
right, I have to tell you a fun story.
Okay.
I don't know if they won't care if I say this. So growing up, one of my very good friends, you know who you are if you're listening, I doubt, but Lindsay, her mother, like one of the most fun people you will ever meet in your life. And we recently got to reconnect with them at our friend's wedding in Italy, and we had so much fun with her and her mom, my parents, Michael, everyone. And growing up, she would tell us she had the record or whatever signed from that song that she, and I, don't kill me if I get this story wrong, Eileen, but she was on tour with them. She met them the night of that song, and she met them, she went on tour with them, and she was in a red dress, and she has crazy red fun hair, and then she like went on tour with them for a little, or like hung out with them.
That's so cool.
And the timing of when it came out, she believes, and we really believe, that song's about Eileen.
Okay.
And if you met her, you would be like, oh yeah, I have no doubt that's
Well, I
about
think
you.
they were a one-hit wonder, but
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
that's so funny.
awesome. All right, rapid fire. Are we
Okay,
ready?
here we go.
Ready.
Guys?
We
Do you
are
need
ready.
some more?
Ooh.
Right.
Okay. I have a board meeting later, but okay.
That's fine.
There we go. That's it. Oh.
I'm taking a cut.
We got this.
I'm taking a
What
cut.
are you doing? There's nothing left, girlfriend. Oh, no, not me. Oh, shit. No, him.
Just kill it.
Okay.
You know what? We are going viral with this.
We're gonna go viral. Yeah, exactly.
Okie dokie.
All right, let's go.
When do we do nudes?
What?
What?
Hey, we're getting spicy.
There we
I
go.
said let's
You
get
said-
The audience
spicy.
love that. You see, the audience love that.
Did you
I-
ever?
yeah.
When are we going
You
nude?
don't know.
We are.
Do you ever watch when you lived in the city, right?
Yeah.
Did you watch the cable access?
What's that? No.
Cable access. Robin Bird.
No.
Bird.
No.
She would have all these strippers. She would have a conversation like this.
Yeah.
Like a podcast, and then she would have a stripper who she was interviewing, and then they would do a dance on late night TV. It was cable access. It was on 23rd Street.
We should do a
The
late
Robin
night
Bird
version.
Street.
Stop! I'm gonna watch it.
Robin Bird. I
No.
don't think.
No, but I could find it on YouTube. or
Robin
something.
Bird.
Okay.
Just the thing. And now
Wait,
she's in Fire Island. She must be in the 80s.
we should.
She
do
walks
it,
around naked and all
you
that.
have to come out and drag.
No.
And then
I think
shit.
that the next time we get together
Yeah.
in this podcast, beautiful podcast room, I think we should do a fashion police situation like
that
a
is
streetwalker or a starlet.
that is fun.
fabulous.
And then we're gonna show pictures,
We need
and then
Richie
it's
in
like,
that.
And then
okay,
we
so what do you
judge.
think?
And we judge.
We judge.
A streetwalker or
We judge. We
and we
judge.
judge? And they're gonna be realtors.
I think that's a great.
Oh,
But
that's
you
a
know,
great
we don't show-
idea.
But we don't
No,
show
but
their
nobody
faces.
will like us anymore.
No, but we could do it
But we
for
don't show their
a-
faces.
Okay,
do it
okay.
for
We just show the outfit.
Okay,
a
but
good cause. We could do whatever.
Oh, we'll do a charity.
Yes.
I like this.
Okay.
Michael Adamo needs to come though. He's a big judger.
Okay.
On
Oh.
the Met Gala, we get ready with the computer
Oh, I can't wait
and the
for-
phone.
I love it.
And we are judging like
Can I join this?
yeah,
Okay.
it's
good.
so fun. I'll start a group chat.
Please.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, our next date too, though, we should go out, not at a real estate event because that's all we do,
Yeah.
and we should go to the village and
Well,
have
do you
an
like
old school
ABBA?
gay night. Yes, I'm obsessed.
We flew to Sweden just to go to the ABBA
I'm a
museum. They have ABBA nights in the city. They have ABBA nights.
Where?
It's the Gimme Gimme. I'll send you the thing. It starts at 11.
That was the song that led us into the after party at the wedding.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Man
So there
After
is
Midnight.
there is
Yeah.
gonna be a ABBA night.
They have these ABBA night parties. I'm trying to research if it's lame or really serious that people dress up in
Like if it's
sequence.
real.
Like I saw Kylie Minogue
Right.
Saturday night. Now I love Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
Enrique didn't know anything. Now he does because I've been playing the music, whatever. There was more sequence than I ever seen in my life at this
No.
concert, and she was
She
phenomenal.
killed it.
She doesn't have the greatest stage presence,
Right.
But she felt so overwhelmed.
Oh, my
She was
God.
just like, and she just sat there and she goes, "Thank you for letting me be at Madison Square
Oh, I
Garden."
love her.
It was fabulous.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, it was.
So
I
nice.
cried
Oh my
because
God.
she's been through a lot. I
Yeah.
know she's not my idol person,
But she's.
but she's a real singer.
I saw Cher's one of her last performances.
There you go, and she's coming back again. So
Thank
they want to
God.
do a
She always
Mamma
comes back.
Mia
She
3.
was
She always
rocking
comes
her
back.
ass in sequence
Oh,
at
God.
73 on the stage.
I saw
oh
that.
my God.
So, anyway, we're going off topic
I know,
again.
we're always off topic. But back, I think we should, I used to live in Meatpacking and then the West Village.
Okay.
And Carly, you met my girlfriend
Yes.
at the wedding. She was my roommate.
Love her.
Crazy.
Tall.
Yes, tall, beautiful blonde.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Adamo would sleep. He had his own key. He would come over from Thursday night to Monday.
Okay.
And it was me, him, and Carly. And we would host a pride party every year because it literally was on the street.
Yeah.
Right.
And like everyone would hang out our window. Like we had the smallest apartment. Everyone had bigger apartments,
You're
but they
gonna
would come to
remember that.
ours. And
Because it's a fun.
every Sunday we would go to the duplex, me and Michael.
I love that place.
At like 3, and we'd
You
have
ever go
one
to
of their
Marie's Crisis?
shitty. Of course.
Yes.
But we were more duplex gals,
Okay.
not Marie Crisis. 'Cause
We
Marie's
don't go there.
Crisis
No,
is-
we had an incident there.
Marie's
so.
Crisis is Broadway,
It is.
and duplex is like anything.
Correct.
Yeah.
And we would have like a crappy martini. You know, Tina would make it with low
Oh,
shitty
after
vodka.
5.
Do you ever go to
martinis,
Julius's
who
around the
cares?
corner for
What?
hamburgers?
Which-
Julius's, the bar around the corner?
We would do Pieces,
It's okay.
Monsters.
Gotcha.
What's across from it?
No, the Julius's is the oldest gay bar in the city that's still running.
I
but
thought
they have
Stonewall was.
No. Julius's.
Oh, I didn't know
It
that.
is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, maybe let's go there
Yeah,
together.
they have
All
great
right.
hamburgers.
Really?
Yeah,
Good hamburgers.
I know. Now I want one.
Hamburgers in a gay bar.
I'm buzzed.
What more?
I
could you-
know. I didn't know those skinny gays were like to eat.
The twins,
The
I
Twinks.
didn't know they eat.
right?
The Twinks. It's
A
like
lot of-
it's like we.
Almost the old
what's her name?
bears.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah.
You know, the gays. They're gonna kill me.
The gays are. You want to hear my Jennifer Coolidge?
Go.
Okay, let me. Now I'm on the spot and I'm nervous.
Yay.
Hold on.
Have another sip.
These gays, they're trying to murder me. I could do better. Let me try. Ooh, the 4th of July makes me want a hot dog real bad.
She's adorable. I love her.
My mom makes me do it all the time. Okay.
Okay.
Dream property to co-own anywhere in the world. Just rapid fire, quick
Oh,
quick
shit.
answer.
You,
Me?
and then I have my own.
The
Anywhere in the world.
Turkish steps in Sicily.
Wow. You want to own the Turkish steps?
No, I want to have
No,
a villa
property.
overlooking.
Oh,
You
okay,
said
sorry.
right? No.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, you were right.
Was I right?
You were right. You were
Okay,
right.
in Sicily.
Yours.
I do love Venice.
I
do
feel like
love
you
Venice.
belong in Venice.
Oh my God, I can walk
I'm in
that
Tuscany.
town.
I'm still in Italy,
Same.
Sicily.
We're all in Italy.
Yeah.
I would be in Tuscany.
Yeah,
I would
okay.
own a vineyard that makes wine and olive
No,
oil.
have you been to Sicily?
Yes.
Okay.
My
Have you
husband's
been
from
to-
Sicily. His
Have you
family.
been Turkish steps?
I don't think.
Agrigento, you know where all the
No.
ruins?
This
We did
outside of-
Taormina, Cefalù,
Okay.
Oh,
Palermo.
Taormina is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Taormina is gorgeous.
Anywhere, we went at the last second, and I'm like, Sicily? But we fell in love.
No, my
But
in-laws were born there.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I said to Mario, actually, I said, if I was a billionaire, Taormina will be a place where I will
Yes.
have a house.
So
Like
let's have
on
a
the
few
cliff.
houses.
Okay.
All in different
Taormina
places.
also.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure after closing $1 million deal.
We really don't.
Shopping.
Actually. I don't have anything.
I'm shopping.
Me too. And then it's bad. I had a financial meeting yesterday. Now that I'm a wife, and I got put on budget.
On a budget.
It's a plain said the B word's a bad word.
Do you have to
On
take
a
your
budget.
credit cards away, or?
It's just not gonna be a fun time.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, signature cocktail order.
Well, I'm from Mexico. I like a margarita, but
Love a margarita.
if I want to get, I love espresso martinis.
Me too.
I love espresso martinis.
See, I'm a wimp, because if I have a sugary drink, like I'm buzzed from this, so I'm a good glass of Cabernet.
I like that.
And
That's like my mom loves
because
that.
of your wedding,
Yeah.
we went early, and we went to Trieste,
Yeah.
and I wasn't a big Prosecco fan, but Trieste is the
Trieste.
land of
I'm dying to go there.
their bars. That's all they have is
It's
that.
wine bars.
Really?
Wine bars. They
Wine
have
bars.
wine bars.
You
every
need to
corner.
go.
Trieste, like in Rome, you mean? Wait,
No, it's an hour and a half north of-
yes,
North.
north,
Right.
north.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
So
yeah.
because of that, right before,
Wow.
that's all I drink.
They have
Really?
some
Yeah.
proseccos that are amazing.
Well, in Italy,
amazing.
it's done right. Like
I know.
here,
And the
they-
bartenders are
God.
hot.
yeah.
Hot.
Wait, we gotta go.
We kept going back to this one place because the guy was hot
Really?
and nice. And he knew when we walked in, like, okay,
Yeah.
there we go. Yeah.
And he
But he
just-
just took care of us.
But you wanted me to say a secret?
Oh yes.
Uh-oh.
I am the one that speaks Italian.
Yeah.
He had no
So
idea
I go
what
to
was going on.
excuse. He goes like, you call him.
They
you
could've
call
been
him.
making
You call him. I said like,
plans.
oh, I'm gonna call him. Don't worry about it.
That's incredible. All right, favorite New York City club or spot from back in the day? It could be dead.
Cielo.
Cielo.
Back in the day.
I know that. Where was that?
Meatpacking District.
Yeah.
My favorite club
Cielo.
of all time.
Okay.
Oh my God!
I took you there, but he's not his.
I have a thing
It could
for
be a bar.
rooftop
But-
terraces.
Where?
I love rooftop terraces.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what was your
Everywhere.
favorite?
I mean, I just love the one at the Standard Hotel.
Oh,
It's just
what
the
is that called?
Le Bain.
yes.
Le Bain.
Boom Boom.
That's a
whatever.
good one.
Oh my God! It's
Mine was
just
Cielo
in the
for
summertime.
intimate dancing.
Right.
But big club.
Intimate dancing.
There was a club called the Saint
What do you
on
mean,
2nd
intimate
Avenue and
dancing?
6th
And I'm
Street.
like, what
Like
are
a
we
lap
doing?
dancing?
Yeah.
Like lap dancing?
Yeah, what?
You said
Intimate dancing.
intimate dancing.
No, it was just. It was just not a big club, and it was.
Oh, like you felt close.
I like when there's
You mean
you could
clothes
look
dancing.
you
Right.
could look down a little bit, and it was
Yeah.
like a what's it called when you have a living room, a sunken living
Yeah.
room. So you had to go down a couple of steps.
I know.
So
Yeah.
Cielo was like that.
Okay, there was this place, I'm blanking. It was in Chinatown, and it was a cover, like the front was a Chinese place, but the back was a gay club. And it had like a disco ball in the middle. And it was like,
Wow, I never
you don't
been.
know it?
Nope.
Oh my God. And it closed during COVID. And I was so
I'm sorry.
sad. But I would go with my friend Adam and Michael, and we would do like Britney Spears night or
I
whatever.
wish I was with you.
Oh my God. And the funniest thing is, so when I lived in Tribeca, that I used to order takeout like on Sunday, right? You're hungover, you want Chinese food. And I would order from this place, not knowing that it was the front of a gay bar. And my cousin Michael's like, of course, that's where you would
course, that's
get
where
your
you're from.
Chinese food. And then found out about it, and we started going there. It's so fun.
Right, but back in the day, there was the Palladium, there was the Saint, there was
But he's talking
Bond
about the back.
International.
Back.
You're talking about the '80s. you
We're
know.
going to flash
Aileen,
pictures
That's
of
way
them.
another
back.
stuff.
Way back.
But my
Sure.
favorite dance place in the world was
Cielo.
Cielo.
All right, we're gonna have to bring
Okay.
it back one day. Who's more likely to accidentally text a client something that you meant to send to each other?
Me.
Yeah, 100%. Secret talent that would surprise people: opera, drag. We covered
No,
that.
dancing.
Dancing,
See,
like break dancing.
no, not
What?
that. Salsa,
What,
freestyle, any
Mark is
dancing.
a great dancer.
yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
love to
I
dance.
mean, he's so tall that, doing
Yeah.
salsa dancing, he
love
spins you
dancing.
like this.
That
Wow.
is, when people go to clubs, they go
Yeah,
to meet people.
yeah.
I just wanted to dance.
You dance.
I could dance. My longest time, there was a 3-day event at what's the place up in?
Dance for 3 days.
What was it?
3
Where we saw
days.
Beyonce? What was
Oh, God.
up in 52nd Street? It's not there anymore. Shit. For 3 days, I went 36 hours of the 3 days dancing. So continuously.
That must have.
Yeah, I know.
And then he died for 5, but it's okay.
I was in. Yeah.
Then you passed away.
Yeah.
Okay, celebrity couple you guys relate to the most.
That's a hard question because there's always some. Like I love Hugh Jackman.
Right.
He thinks Hugh Jackman, because of political, he invited people to his 50th birthday. So. But I would see Hugh Jackman in anything because he's just the most amazing, talented person in the world.
So are you Jack? And
no,
he's the wife?
no.
That's what I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I know. That's
That's
a
what I'm
stupid
trying to
question.
think.
Too much wine. That's a hard question.
That's hard.
It's too.
You know what? And also,
In these days,
yeah,
when you find
we don't
out,
even like celebrities anymore.
no, it's true
Right.
because they could do something stupid. Like I just found out John Stamos politically was voting for the same people as me, and then he just did something last weekend in Florida. I'm like, what? So
I don't even honestly
Yeah.
keep up anymore with
I
them.
do. I have a one friend. I'm into a lot of information. I know a lot of
And that's my
everything.
Okay, Marquis.
Okay.
Okay, one
This is-
fashion trend that you wish would never come back.
Baggy pants.
Baggy pants.
Baggy pants.
Baggy pants.
Was that 80s?
I don't know what it was, but I don't like
90s?
when you see like it's down and you see the underwear. I have
Oh,
no
no,
attraction.
that should never happen.
Never again.
That's just lazy
Never
sloppiness.
again. Yeah.
Favorite thing about working with your husband?
Oh, good
Well,
question.
I mean, it's like we we get to see each other every day. I mean,
Yeah.
we get to see the good, the bad moments, the tense moments, the everything moment, right? Versus, if he had his job and I had my job and we just have dinner together. But I don't know, like, I feel like I am enjoying working together.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying
You
everything,
enjoy it.
the good and the bad. Because
That's beautiful.
But
if
enjoying-
if I know he's having a hard time, I
Like
said,
we
like,
have-
let's go to dinner. Let's
Yeah.
let's do something. Because
Right.
I need to balance his mood, right?
Right.
So tomorrow
to
we
help
have
him.
a
That's
closing,
key.
Yeah.
and it's been a hard deal. It was listed with another agent, and he knows what I'm doing for these people.
Right.
Because that's what we do.
Above and beyond.
But he understands, and when when it closes, he knows what we had to do to get this closed.
what it took to get there.
Yeah.
And that's
exactly.
what's
That's
great
really-
about working together.
That's a
Yeah.
great answer because it's hard for people who aren't in the industry or even in sales, right,
Correct.
to understand like the grueling process
Again,
sometimes.
people think
Before-
real estate agents don't do anything.
Oh my God!
Before
It is quite the
before I
opposite.
joined real estate, I said, "Oh, Mark is on the phone all the time." I mean, like, it's so easy.
Right, right.
I said, like, I can do that job in like with my
And
closed
then you're like,
eyes.
I can't get my phone off my ear.
And then when I joined the industry, I go like, "Oh my God, this is
Painful.
Yeah.
it's painful." I never saw that side when I was not
Yeah.
in real estate.
We
you
put
know?
a lot of work in.
No, my God, it's so much work. Yeah,
Yeah.
clients can be very difficult, etc.
Wow.
Something the other does that still makes you blush after all these years.
He does my laundry and he folds it, and all I have to do is put it away.
He folds your delicates.
Yes. I love it.
You know that line from Eat,
I'm
Pray, Love?
very
Just
appreciative
folds
of
my
it.
delicates. That is a beautiful thing.
I'm very appreciative of what he does.
I hate laundry, so that is a really nice thing
You want
to
to hear
do.
the story when he was killing me with a box of chocolates on Valentine's Day?
Yes. What happened?
So
Come
we
on,
used to
now,
live in this
stop.
complex that used to be like kind of a Tribeca thing. We had a spiral staircase, right? And it was Valentine's Day, and Mark goes down first
I'm leaving.
on
I have to go to
Valentine's Day,
work.
and then he goes to work. Well, the office is downstairs, right?
Right.
Back in the day,
Oh, you went downstairs to
Mark
work.
was downstairs. Like the office is downstairs, so
Right.
he just went downstairs. Like,
I got a
Don't be
box of
heroic.
chocolate
don't be heroic. He leaves a box of chocolate
on the staircase so he could see it.
on this on the stair, right? On the spiral staircase, and it has a cellophane. So of course it's like you name it, and a card. I'm coming because we had the washer machine that on the first floor. I'm on the second floor. I'm coming with the laundry. Zoom!
Oh,
Falls
my,
down
my
the
face
stairs.
I
hurts.
fell from those.
Did you break anything?
No, he.
Well,
but
I had
yes.
a purple toe.
Yeah.
And I go like,
Happy Valentine's
what
Day.
the hell?
You wanted to murder him.
I have no clue what is going on.
Right.
So I'm falling, and I like one of the rods is in the middle of my legs. I'm in the middle of this in the spiral staircase. I go like, what did I do? And then I'm looking and looking. It's like, what did I do? And then I see the box of chocolates, all the chocolates all over. I go like, Mark,
that is so Mark.
you tried to kill
And
me on
some lilac
Valentine's Day.
chocolate in the village. So
Oh my God. Okay, Blaine lived around the corner from there, and we would go out to eat, and we would end the night there with a little baggie of chocolates.
there you go. See.
Yeah, it's a good. At least were the chocolates fine to eat after?
He was trying to kill
I'm
me
the
on Valentine's
I'm the
Day.
sweet tooth. So
Me too.
That was the story.
Mark and Enrique, you were
Yes.
couple goals, career goals, and listing legends, and apparently the future mayor and first wife of Jersey City. Thank you for spilling the tea with me on Tea with V. I'm obsessed with your story, your synergy, how we met, how we're in love, that you came to my wedding, so you're going to be the gay godfathers of my children.
We're family.
And your sass, we're family. Let's manifest a co-listing in Italy together
Oh,
next.
that would be
Imagine,
amazing.
imagine.
A spritz in hand and espresso martinis.
We want a listing in Venice.
Yes.
Not just in Italy. We want a
In
listing in
Venice.
Venice, and we're gonna do. Your videos for your wedding.
Thank you
Oh my god,
for
I can't
inviting
tell
us
you how
today. Seriously.
amazing.
I'm
But
going to send you the 15-minute one. It just came in.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, you have to watch
Okay.
it. I love you guys, and thank you for coming. I'll have you back for episode 2 because there's so
Promise?
much more to talk about.
Oh, we
We're
could
gonna
talk
do
for
the
another
fashion
4
police.
hours.
Yes, we're gonna do on the sofa.
We're
with
gonna do the
Fashion
fashion
Cheers, everyone.
police.
Cheers.
Yes. I don't know. I'm
a wrap.
a fast drinker.
I hope we didn't talk
I'm
that
a
much.
fast drinker.
Do the clipboard in front of the camera.
I'm a fast drinker.
That's a wrap.